I'm 27, my name is Nathan. I'm visually impaired for 14 years, but I never really learned how to deal with it properly. So recently I joined the Hable team, and I'm starting to learn how to use VoiceOver on my MacBook and also on the phone, and also the Hable.
Could you maybe show us how you make calls using Hable and just using your phone?
So that's gonna be quite similar, because for making calls, the best thing I experienced is Siri. Bel Ayushman.
Er wordt gebeld met Ayushman, mobiel.
And then now if I want to put it on loud voice, I have to look up close. Bel Roos Noé.
Er wordt gebeld met Rosé Noé Roodhart, mobiel. Geselecteerd.
Hey mom.
So which one was easier?
It's both quite, I think, the same, and you ask Siri to call, and then you have to navigate through that you hear the voice loudly, and that's if you swipe a couple times or do this, it's quite the same. And hanging up is the magic button, and hanging up here is the button on the side. So this is quite similar, but I do feel like that you either want to stick to one, like either Hable One or not Hable One. And if you're texting with Hable One and doing stuff with Hable One, it's easier to then also call with the Hable One instead of switching back.
Can you show us how you text a friend, for example, in WhatsApp?
Yeah, so there are two ways how I use it. So one of my methods is just going visual and then typing like this, and then typing, which works, which is fast, but I can only do this for, I don't know, half an hour a day. And then I can't really use my vision for laptop and other stuff, because it's really energy consuming and straining. So, and I get a headache and pain in my eyes. So this is actually what I sometimes still do. And otherwise I'm using VoiceOver in combination with Hable, which is a bit slower and I have to get used to it, but it's so much more sustainable for me because it doesn't drain my eyes. So the other one is then oh yeah, for example, what? Stel bericht op. And here I can start typing, but whenever you are at the typing part, you can just type away, and it's just really sustainable and relaxed to type this way. So what did I say? It's hard for me to adjust to needing the things, but I learned the Braille language, learned it within an evening, and then I have to just practice a lot and do it a lot.
Should we start with the YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you often use YouTube?
Yeah, it's almost on a daily basis use it. So without Hable, open YouTube, and then it's just very difficult like this. I'm looking for Firma effects, and then I click it, and there it goes. It works, but I already feel the tension in my eyes if I do it like this. And then most of the times I look to find YouTube videos, of course, that are that you can listen to, that are very explanatory. Yeah. So that's how I use it. It's, as you see, it's not slow, it's kind of fast, because yeah, you see and you can just type, press the right things and type. But it is, over time with the texting and going on YouTube and using your Spotify and texting with people and working on school, it's going to be way too much to do it like this. Then with Hable, it's again like same story, kind of just relax. And so I can use Siri also here, but what I also like to do with this is that you can search the whole phone with Siri, and then you can just type, and then you're in YouTube. So there we are. And then when you're in the player, you can use the magic button to stop and start play again, and volume buttons to make it harder and softer.
And in conclusion, you can also use it with just your phone, but then you need to use your side also. But then you can use Hable, which takes almost the same time, maybe a bit slower, but then kind of more efficient for you.
Yeah, definitely. The typing is way better on Hable in any part because of the buttons and the text editing features that Hable offers, and you don't have that on the phone. You can get the Braille on the phone to type like this, so typing is okay, but selecting stuff and correcting spelling errors and like other text editor things you don't have on the phone. So typing is by far better on Hable. VoiceOver, if you want to use VoiceOver, I believe Hable is always going to be faster. But if you're like me in the middle of, I can actually do it visually, then sometimes it's going to be slower because the visual part is just fast, but it's definitely not sustainable now.